Ronella Croes, CEO of the Aruba Tourism Authority, based in Aruba.
Ronella, thank you so much for giving Break and Travel News some time here at ITB Berlin. First of all, give us a little bit of an Aruba update.
Well, we're very grateful. After the pandemic, Aruba has seen actually record numbers in terms of tourism receipts, which is direct income generated through tourism for Aruba, over 10+% or 10% on an annual basis. So that's
Congratulations.
That's a very good indicator. And that is a result of more people visiting, but also people just spending more on island as well. So we're very happy about that. And as part of the strategy, of course, it is not only based on that, but we also have continued to implement and pursue several efforts geared towards fostering sustainable development of tourism as well. And that will continue to be a vital part of the agenda in terms of tourism for Aruba. Not to forget, for those who do not know Aruba depends over 90% for sure on tourism as part of a share of economic activity contributing to the island's GDP. So it is a very important aspect for Aruba. And we mean business when we talk about tourism for Aruba, definitely.
Amazing. And tell me a little bit more about some of those developments.
For example, to share some things, and I think making use of the opportunity, of course, for those who are considering to visit and considering a beach vacation. We value the fact that not only do we offer world-renowned beaches, which we take very good care of, aside from other natural attractions that the island offers. But good to know is, for example, the fact that Aruba passed, as per legislation, we passed a legislation banning single-use plastic. So we ask of everybody who is considering to visit to not bring any items that are single-use plastic items, because it doesn't contribute to the protection of our natural environment and on our island. And also, of course, you will be making use of our beaches and swimming in our waters. So as per the law, it is prohibited to use a sunscreen that contains oxybenzone, which is damaging to the waters and to the coral reefs as well. So these are two examples, and I can name more examples, but these are steps that we take to protect the island that is our home. And we ask our visitors to help us protect the island as well, which gives back to the visitors a lot of good things as well. It's a place to reconnect with yourself, to connect with family, to connect with friends, and we do want to make sure that we can continue to offer you that for years to come.
And for someone that hasn't been to Aruba, I mean, I'm starting to get a little bit of a picture from what you're saying here, but bring it to life for me. Give me kind of that sort of essence. What is that kind of Aruba experience?
We call it the Aruba effect. And this is, it's easy for me to say it, trying not to be biased, of course, basing it on research, basing it on what our visitors say and leave as feedback. Remember, we live on an island with 120,000 inhabitants. Over 100 different nationalities live on the island of Aruba. And we welcome approximately 2.2 million visitors a year. 1.4 approximately stay over, and the rest is they visit by boat. So yes, the island has a lot to offer, both to cruise visitors and to stay over visitors. But what do they say? They say that they come to Aruba for the beaches, nice sunny weather year-round, of course, beautiful and very pleasant breeze, so trade winds. We are outside of the hurricane belt, which is something important for the Caribbean that provides a level of confidence that you'll not be faced with that as part of your vacation experience. And they come to the island and cite that part of what makes it so special is the ease of moving around. Also, the hospitality and the sense of feeling safe. And it's a consistent quality product. So we have from accommodations to the gastronomic sector and offering, consisting of more than 200 restaurants with multiple activities, terrestrial and maritime activities. We believe that it's a safe bet for couples, for groups of friends, family, multi-generational trips, for also family members or families, but also people looking for a wellness, active outdoor vacation, and just a romantic getaway. I think Aruba offers all of that, and yeah.
And you're
multiple options.
You're a very diverse, friendly, and welcoming island too.
Tourism is part of our culture. So I mentioned earlier how important it is from an economic perspective. It is part of our culture. So I grew up being at home, welcoming tourists who accompany my parents, visiting our house, showing them around. So that's very normal for us. So the sense of hospitality is part of the culture. That makes it so different. I believe the fact that we can speak 4 different languages also adds to that sense of hospitality and our ability to adapt. We speak Papiamento, which is our language, Dutch. We are part of the Dutch kingdom, and we speak English and Spanish. So you will find in Aruba that mixture of European, Latin flair, combined also with the American flair, because the primary source market for Aruba in terms of tourism is the US market. So you'll also find that feeling also on the island. So it's a combination.
And of course, for the CEO to be here in Berlin makes me think that Europe and Germany is also a very important market. Tell me a little bit more about that.
It's very important. As indicated, we welcome 1.4 million stayover visitors on an annual basis. Diversifying the base of who visits remains very important for Aruba. The European market represents approximately 5% of overall tourism arrivals on an annual basis. We do want to see that grow. And why do we want to see that grow? Because one of the attractive points of the European market is you don't fly out of Europe long haul to go to the Caribbean for 1 week. You stay there for 2 weeks. And that makes the market so special as well. And I would like to add, we know that the Germans and we know that other markets also value the fact that you can combine destinations. So I cannot stand here and speak only about Aruba, but we are the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, so close by, so you can island hop. But also we are very well connected in terms of air service coming in. So think about a dual destination or dual vacation combining Lima with Aruba, Lima, Peru, the gastronomic capital of Latin America or the world. Combining that with 1 week Aruba beach vacation. We have non-stop services from Lima. We have non-stop services, more than daily services out of Bogota, Colombia, out of Panama, out of Sao Paulo. And from the US market, we're very, very well connected. So think about 2 weeks, Americas, and Aruba, at least a week, and ideally 2 weeks Aruba.
And a final message to the market?
We're very grateful. We're grateful human beings. As Aruba, we value and appreciate all who have led and basically visited the island and allowed us to be here and stand and share with you the great news that we have to share in terms of performance Aruba. So we realize that everybody has a choice. We're very grateful for that. And of course, we are here to make sure that we entice you to visit and to see in Aruba an ideal vacation destination. Again, it is not only about all of the activities. A vacation is a moment to reconnect with yourself and to connect with others. And you will definitely find that in Aruba. It's not me saying that. It's the 2.2 million people who visit, who oftentimes book their repeat visit immediately as soon as they leave or at the hotel itself. And that is a fact.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. And happy ITB from the one happy island of Aruba.